Hello, sports fan. This is Stephen Hill for Sports Choice Plus. I'm bringing you a very special breakdown. I'm going to be covering the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Tennessee Titans. Before I get right into that, make sure you go ahead and subscribe right now to the YouTube channel so you can get all the updates each and every time we have breakdowns here at Sports Choice Plus. Without further ado, we're getting right into the action. Now, earlier this year, we were supposed to have this game, but it's been rescheduled since, and we're ready to rock and roll. Both these teams a couple of weeks ago were undefeated and headed into it. Now they're still undefeated, headed into it. So it's going to be a big game. You look at Steelers and how they've been able to chug along just right. You look at how they beat Cleveland and how they were dominant throughout from start to finish. That was big because they were looking primed and ready for a challenge. You're looking at the Titans, how they eked out a victory against literally the Texans. Those division games are always different. But I want to take the time to acknowledge some of those Tennessee Titans fans that are in the comment section each and every week tightening up. I was wrong. I was wrong about the Tennessee Titans. And, you know, to me, I'm just not a person that likes living on the edge. When you have every single week be a field goal win or be a 1-point victory or 2-point victory or something like that, it just doesn't sit well with me. But when you look at the Titans offense, they have old school, straightforward, we're just going to run it forward kind of offense. It's not a lot of fluff. It's not a lot of goofiness. It's not a lot of trick plays that are going to have you on the edge of your seat. But it is a whole lot of Derrick Henry. When you look at him and how he was able to get going in the second half of that football game, how he was able to push literally every Texas defender out of the way. He even got past J.J. Watt a couple of times. And you're seeing Tannehill game manage enough to where they can get the ball down the field. But Deshaun Watson was on their ass yesterday. Deshaun Watson, you can even see on the when they flipped for overtime, basically, he's like, God, if I would have got the ball, I would have done something. But Tennessee just came down and scored. Once you get Derrick Henry going and ahead of steam, it's tough to stop him. Pittsburgh's big part right now, their defense is missing a key cog because he tore, I think, his ACL yesterday. But I think they have enough to compete. Fitzpatrick is back to his old ways of catching pick sixes, and you're looking at what that defense can do. Pittsburgh's defense is very scary, people. Hayward in the middle of that defense can definitely hold his own run stuffing, but you're also seeing him get a lot of leverage when he's pass rushing as well. Big Ben, is he going to be able to get the ball down the field to his guys? And you look at just now you're starting to see the wide receivers for the Pittsburgh Steelers starting to open up and develop, and you're starting to see the younger guys starting to play bigger roles each and every week against these NFL teams. The Tennessee Titans need to do the same thing. Even though they have Derrick Henry, their bell cow, they need to get their wide receivers involved more to where you can have 3, 4, or 5 options on a play rather than just 1 or 2. Ben is using his wide receivers very well. You know, and I think this is going to come down to an offensive matchup. Even though the defenses are going to be pretty consistent as far as the pressure that they bring, Ben has a better advantage going against his Titans defense because there's holes all over the place. You look at just what Deshaun Watson was able to do and put up 30-plus points on them. I think Ben's going to look at that tape. He's going to break down a lot of things that he saw. He's going to be able to puncture some of those holes downfield for the Titans on defense. Mike Vrabel is going to have to do something to get Clowney more involved. Clowney's going to have to make a bigger impact as far as getting to the quarterback or either showing in front of Big Ben's face to get him down on the ground or help get others to get to him to apply pressure. I think this is going to be a tough football game, but I'm picking the Pittsburgh Steelers to win this game. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers are too much of a football team. Again, Tennessee Titans, I have told you I now start to believe in you a little bit, but you got to show me. Beat the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I will see you as a top seed contender at that point. So are you Steelers fans? Are you Titans fans? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Please leave your predictions of what you think the game is going to be as well. And as always, we thank y'all so very much for subscribing, supporting each and every week on the videos, keeping the comments coming every single week under the videos. And until next time, people, be safe.